One, transparency. It is okay, problems happen. Two, the story matters and matters and it matters. By the way, it matters for those who know, like Sarah, she keeps talking about the story, so if you don't go to that approach to her, she's already turned off. But it matters subconsciously to those who don't even know what we're talking about. It matters to your parents. Storytelling is the most ancient art ever. So if you reformulate everything you do in that story, this is very important. Most importantly, Madame mentioned about controlling the story. You can control the story, and you can control the narrative and change the narrative early on, and this will give you the advantage, even if you are just the small guy. Alright? So the question over here, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed from the team. Speaking of what man said, thankfully, sometimes it's the challenge when it comes to the consumer himself. He's waiting for a lot of messages to feed that you're there in the market, rather than being concise on what you're promoting for your product. Speaking of that, you will have a various range of products that you need to promote, and people need to know about further, and know that you have significant products or presence on ground. So it's waiting for you to get delivered messages and pop up everywhere. This is something lately have been witnessed that it's driving consumer perspective rather than giving snapshots of what you do, and it creates a challenge that you cannot get the high traction that you should be getting because of you're not delivering or you're not present enough, and it's always meant to be you see either billboards or TV ads or something like that. So it's creating the challenge. I agree definitely with what you said, yet what we have seen respectively from the consumer perspective is a bit of difference, how to merge those together. Thank you.
Very interesting.
It depends on the way of the communication itself. Like for example, if it's a Facebook post, Facebook stories, you can do a series of stories, every story with a message. Yet you are precising the message, delivering more than one edge, delivering whatever you want, but don't add them all in one text. Answer your question?
You can also categorize them. You can put them into a series. So you're talking about one general topic or one product range or one general problem that you're solving for, and here are a multitude of products that we have that deliver the solution for you in this range. So try to categorize things. I mean, it helps keep your message concise into one bucket.
Mohammed, so 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and before that, you used to have 30 seconds to say an ad, right? To say your message. And it used to be extremely challenging to be that specific, and we would have these fights with clients all the time, which is, please, let's have one message because the consumer is listening to that 30 seconds. Today, like we said, there's a lot of different channels, right? People on social media are looking at you in different times. So it's very important to reposition your messaging in terms of consumer touch points and moments. This is the whole consumer journey trend that came out a couple of years ago, that people are on a journey online at different moments. So for example, in the morning, Talabot, texts me a message saying, are you hungry for breakfast? Order coffee, صح? والساعة مثلا 2 الظهر بيبعتوا لك stuck in traffic, order KFC today with 10% discount. These are different messages based upon different touch points and different moments of a consumer that you start messaging and talking to them in. So instead of looking at, I have such a diverse product portfolio, look at where the consumer wants to hear what you want to say and then start mapping that out accordingly. Yeah.
Rola, thank you very much. I mean, I love the example that you mentioned. It's quite scary also when you get these messages, like you feel, this is getting intimate.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't
You listen to me the entire time.
Now, we're practically out of time, so I'm going to have, if there are any final notes from the panelists, but before this, I want to give the mic to Asim. You have something to say, so if you can move the mic to Asim. And the reason I'm breaking the rule with Asim is because Asim is, please Asim, stand. Let's give him a big round of applause. He's the one in charge of the agenda and running a lot of things regarding the agenda. And he's the one in charge of keeping me on the stage for 1 hour. You pay for it. Let's have the mic for Asim, please, guys. ممكن أنا أديك المايك على أسرع ناخد المايك بتاعي.
I just have one question. حتى مع startups, I've been working with many startups PR consultant وبيبقى في مشكلة. And my question for the three of you. دايما بيبقى في مشكلة إنه الستارتابس خصوصا ال early stage startups مصدقة قوي إن هم بيعملوه they're still young. وفي نفس الوقت انه they're not putting into consideration انه communication strategy, how to convey the message, how to market for themselves. هو حد عايز عنده investments، هو عايز ينفست كويس قوي في الماركتنج، ومثلا انا رأيي انه لسه عايز يعمل اعلانات، مش ده الوقت الصح، عايز يعمل بريس كونفرنس او عايز يعمل ميديا راوند تيبل، ده مش وقته. فدايما بيبقى فيه مشكله انه انا عندي اكسبيرينس وفاهم قصدك، وفي نفس الوقت هو عايز يجرو بسرعه وعايز يعمل براندنج بعد word of mouth يجو viral. فده versus ده. Any takers?
عشان انا ساعات كتير قوي since انا been working in diverse market access. فناس كتير من صحابنا اللي عندهم ستارت ابس او انتربرينورز يجوا يعملوا رأي يسالوهم نفس الاكزامبلز اللي انت بتقولها بالظبط يا عزيز. Is it the right time to do this? I won't, because he wants to go viral everywhere suddenly, and still, for example, he's still early stages of the product is not tested properly, it's still in a pilot phase. So once you feel that you are ready with the product, there's no bugs, customer experience, because once you're building a perception, it's difficult to change it again. So if you launch something and still you start getting negative feedback from people or from consumers, it's difficult to bring them back again once you fix it. So I prefer and I advise everyone to take it in the beginning, at least in the pilot phase, testing every channel slowly. Yes, I don't tell you don't do marketing at all or don't do communication at all, but do it on a scale to bring few customers to you or few consumers to you, so you can do your testing and pilot phase, and once you're in the best shape, you know that there's no bugs, operation is perfect, everything is perfect, you can go and the sky's the limit.
You can go and keep singing forever. Any last notes?
Awesome. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. That's really what you need to think about. Whether you're a startup, whether you're a freelancer, whether you're a consultant, doesn't, at the end of the day, it's about the long term, right? So it's not doing that fantastic PR campaign right now and then going silent afterwards. Keep thinking of the moments ahead and the future ahead. Start planning for 5 years ahead. It's not about the now pause when it comes to communications and strategy.
Start at 50 seconds.
First and foremost, you should commend your partners, your startups, for engaging with you at an early stage. Putting communications early on means that they understand the value of it, but more so, you need to then remind them the value you bring to the table as a communicator, and explain to them, this is the expertise that I'm bringing to the table. It's not eye for eye, you have to understand where they're at and what they're trying to achieve as a business. So those touch points can be very, very important. Maybe you just do it for them in a different way that can achieve similar impact, but with the right tools to
Sarah, thank you very much. Rola, Sarah, Manal, I want to thank you very much. This is so good, so entertaining, so informational, so important, and I wish we had much more time to keep chatting about this. Guys, this was very, very important for you to think about. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank everyone in this room who's been here for the last hour for bearing with me, and it's been really fun. And see you around. And one last thing, we have a fireside chat with one of the companies that are very interesting about the idea of how do you tell the story different from a different perspective. Back at 6:30 with Dr. Ahmed Shabi from Tatweer Masr. And guys, have a great day, have great fun, and I'm sorry for being delayed. Thank you.